Hello, YouTube. This is Big P back with 10th Gen Talk Show, and fresh off a really long haul this time. I should have took some pictures to show you all while I was out there. I probably start running videos over the road. But today we're gonna be talking about the Xbox 360 in 2015, a 7th Gen system that I'm pretty much seeing is gonna go about another 10 years. They're gonna make sports games for them, if anything, after a while. But for the next 2 years, you're gonna continue to see blockbuster games. So if you're thinking about getting a 360, yeah, it's the right time for you. I think it's priced at $200 new. You can get them used for like 125 and less. If you're gonna get an Xbox 360 used, stick with this model. Don't get the other one. The other one got some severe problems, and a lot of them been quick fixed. But from what I see, it looked like Microsoft is going to hang in here with it. So it's a highly recommended system. If you're thinking about coming at the game and you're not exactly sure and you don't really want to spend a big $400, $500 for the new system just yet, and you want to try it out, this is the system for you. It comes with over like 300 some odd games, and there's some doggone good games. And pretty much they're still making this. They're still the developers aren't really ready to move on just yet because graphics cost a lot of money to produce for. It's the biggest expense in gaming is graphics, and this got all the games that the 8th Gen got. So pretty much you're pretty much in a fade. So if this is what you're looking for to get into gaming, or you're thinking should I get rid of my 360 and go back Xbox One? No, do not do that. If you have an Xbox 360 and you're thinking about getting the Xbox One, go to GameStop and put them in the layaway for 25 bucks, or just get you a pre-order on a bundle and just pay it off, because that Xbox One may break. I'm not saying it will. I'm not saying that the Xbox One is made of shabby material, because see, this is not my first 360. This 360 has been all over America with me when I was driving over the road, really long hauling. But the first one went out. The second one, I actually traded it in to get this one. I got this one brand new. It's a 4 GB, but I got a 250 GB put in there after a while. So it works perfectly. So like I'm saying, if you buy an Xbox One and the Xbox One may break, what you're gonna do? Yeah, it's under warranty. You send it to Microsoft. Microsoft is gonna fix it. It's gonna take for 2 weeks to maybe 6 weeks for them to fix it. More than preferably, it's gonna be a month. And on average, pretty much, to be honest with you, it's gonna be about a month before they fix it and send it back to you. What you're gonna do then when it breaks? So it's not time for you to get rid of it. With over 300 games, it's best to just keep it. And for people that just coming into gaming and wondering if gaming is right for you, this is the best way to start out. Like I said, you got all the Final Fantasy editions, which is perfect RPG. If you're looking for fighting games, I suggest the Dead or Alive series and Street Fighter. Not to mention the flagship Halo. You can't go wrong with Halo. Not to mention you're thinking about Destiny. Destiny is on here, so you can play Destiny too. So you're pretty much looking at a good system to buy. And it looks like Microsoft isn't going to choke it and just send it off the pasture like they did the Xbox original, which I believe that was a big mistake, because they made sports games and other games for the PlayStation 2, and the PlayStation 2 just went out last year. They just stopped making games for it last year. Okay, and this is in fact the 7th Gen is going to be with where the breeding ground for new developers to come in at, because like I said, it is very expensive to make graphics. Them graphics everybody's hauling about on YouTube, it runs companies out of business. Okay, so this is where a lot of the preferably some upcoming games are going to be coming in that's pretty much low profile, and them games are good. Trust me, they are really good. I don't really have any up on here because, like I said, I had a truck and I got sick and went to the hospital. I came back. I took all my game systems and my games with me, but I left the cases in the truck. When I came back, somebody stole all the games out of the truck. Well, the games, I put them in folders. I got the folders over to the side. So they took the game through. All they had was a whole bunch of boxes. I wish I could have seen their faces when they figured out it ain't no games in none of them boxes. But they did take all the boxes. So I really don't. That's why I don't have like a few up here. But this 360 is my best bud. It's been all over America. It came from China. It's Chinese built. I don't know why people say China make bad products. China do not make bad products. Companies may use cheap materials, But that's anyway. You can get that in the United States. Somebody may make cheap materials or something like that. They use cheap materials, it's gonna break. But these are made from fine materials, so it's not gonna break too easy. Like I said, I had it for like I think maybe 2 years. My first Xbox, I got it when it first came out, and you know it went out eventually. So if you're thinking about getting into gaming, this is a good place to start. If you're thinking about getting an Xbox One and you're gonna trade your 360 in there, you may want to think about it. But then again, the Xbox One may not break. So I can't really tell you what to do. That's to be a decision you got to make up on your own. Every system I ever had, one broke, and I had to go and get another. Even with my games that I got back here, the game stopped working. Just stopped working for some reason. So I buy used games when I buy the games new first, but when it stopped working, I go buy a used because I'm not finna pay top dollar for something I already had anyway. I don't think that's fair when it can't be repaired. But anyway, a fine system to buy for. I suggest you get the Cooler 2 and the Kinect. I don't really use the Kinect that much on here because I mean the Kinect is a up and down thing because you got to have enough room for it. But it's a fine product. I would recommend for anybody who got to have the room for it. If you don't have the room for it, you may want to get it for the fun or just for the video chat. It's a nice camera. It really is. It does good. I have put it in rooms where I did have a room for since I got home out the truck. It didn't work at all on the truck. It didn't have no room on the truck. When I got home, I put it in my den. It had one now. Now I got it in my game room up here. So it's been working out pretty fine. But as you can see, there's a lot of nice titles like Witcher, Dead Island, great games. Like I said, I'm a huge Dead or Alive fan. Dead or Alive Stream Beach Volleyball. If you don't mind looking at women, a lot of video game personalities on YouTube don't like looking at women, so they kind of crumble when that happens. So I like looking at women. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I offend anybody. I'm a man. That's just how it is. Okay. But anyway, if you're looking for a good system to get into and you're not ready to go to the one just yet, try the 360 out. It's coming. You can get, like I said, you can get about $200, maybe even cheaper. I see them for $159 brand new somewhere, but it was like on sale. So I don't know how that really works. Most of the time I see it for $200. But try it out. If you're coming into video games, if you're looking, and also if you can download music and movies to it and video games. If you're the type of person that don't like clutter, and you just like to watch a movie once, it's good to download your music because you can always erase it in the cloud. I'm not really a cloud type. I like my hard copies, but if you want to hold space, hey, it's a good way to hold space. But you're gonna have to get the 250 model, 250 gigabyte model, or you have to get the 250 gigabyte hard drive to put into it. But anyway, glad you all stopped by. This is Big P with the 10 Gen saying this is the future, and it's gonna be around for a long time. It may come down to just getting sports games, but it's gonna be around for a long time. If you're a sports fanatic, this is definitely for you. Thank you for coming by. Y'all take care of yourself.